Hello everybody, my name is whimreaper and today I'm going to be doing another build challenge. So I did the random pack for every room challenge and now I want to do the I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like the skinny build challenge or something like that because I only have 3 tiles of width to place an entire house. So we're gonna see how this goes. I've decided to double them up just so it looks better on the lot so that if I actually do well, then I'm just gonna basically copy them over. I'll maybe make each of them a different color scheme so that when you guys go to use it, it'll actually look kind of good on the lot size that I've chosen here. So I'm building a new crest and we're gonna just basically get right to it. Another thing that I wanted to start off by saying, or asking rather, is do you guys have any interest in me doing more build challenges, such as the one I thought of doing, but I'm just not quite sure about it, is building a mansion using only stuff packs. So tell me what you want think of that. It would definitely be a big time commitment on my part, so I want to wait and see if anybody wants it. But I'm thinking that'll be a pretty big challenge. So yeah, let me know what you think. So I'm gonna start off by doing this. I'm not gonna copy everything over in the beginning because I feel like that'll be too much effort, but I did put the stairs in anyway. I think that doing brighter would probably be better though, because it's so small a space, and to make any small space look a little bit nicer, you gotta go with lighter colors usually. And I'm just kind of wanting to get like the facade of the front figured out first. I kind of want to match it with the blue theme since the white and the yellow are more subdued. I want it to be fun, you know? Like, I don't want it to just be lame. Definitely gonna need stairs. Now, planning out where everything is gonna be in this house is probably gonna be the hardest part. So let's try to do that first. So maybe what we should do is have it so that there's like a little entryway and then a little hallway that goes down. So I definitely want to put like bathrooms on the inside since they're probably not going to have too many windows facing that way anyway. So there we go. There's our bathroom. Oh my goodness. This is actually so much harder than I thought. Okay, the bedroom is going to have to go at the end because it needs to be big enough to fit in probably at least one double bed in this house. So maybe what we could do is something like this, where this is maybe the kitchen. The stairs could maybe fit in here, or maybe fit on the end of the kitchen, and then the bedroom. So I think it does have to go over here somewhere like this. But we're gonna have to find a better way to put it there. And we're gonna have to put them probably like that. That actually does give enough room to get around. And then we can put them right up there. So I think I was just making it more complicated than it had to be. But the stairs are definitely a very difficult part of the challenge. And I think I'm going to have to start with the kitchen, simply to see where everything can be placed. I'm going to have to move around some doors and such. And because it's kind of got tiny home vibes, we could do a little fridge, but I don't think that we need to. Let's see what we can get for some rustic looking fridges. I like this one from Parenthood. I think that another way we could bump up this challenge a little bit is not allowing me to turn on and move objects. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that rule, but I think I'll do it as a little bit of a challenge. And we'll see how far along I get with that before I go crazy. So we'll see. I think I will try anyway. This blue color is very rustic, but I think we could do that like with an accent sink. So that's going to be where the stove goes. I definitely think it has to be a galley kitchen if we're going to... actually, it's not going to work out to be a galley kitchen by the way that it looks. So we're going to... oh yeah, and dining. That's actually a bit tricky. So you know what? I think maybe we'll have this be the final counter. we'll have a stove and then a sink and a dining area in here. The sink could maybe go under the stairs, that would make sense. Okay, I'm liking that setup, and then I definitely want a standing sink for a more rustic look. Unfortunately, that might mean we can't place it here because if I'm gonna do the whole move object challenge, then we can't put it there. Now, I'm kind of thinking that I might not go with the challenge, not because I'm not, like, I absolutely can't do it, but because I'm thinking that the way that this house is going to turn out, it'll just be so much more pretty if we can use move objects because of some of the decoration placement. Like if this had to be completely empty, that would just be kind of sad. And I know that this sink will be usable here, so we might as well put it where I wanted to. So unfortunately that idea went out the window really quickly, but I think it's just, it looks nicer. That's the reason why everyone uses move objects anyway. It's not because they can't make a house without it, it's just because it looks so much more sophisticated. I'm really liking Parenthood for this challenge, actually. I think I'm gonna go with those. Those are some of my favorite chairs, I think. We gotta go with some kitchen accessories, though. This is such a small counter anyway that we might as well put this up here, so I think what we're gonna have to do is, yeah, put that like that. And then maybe add on like a little dish rack. I'm just like, this is such a tiny little skinny house. Like this, I'm curious, in the comments, does anyone live in a house that's this skinny? Because honestly, I think it would be so annoying to just have to like navigate the tiny little passageways and whatever. Like, I get it if that, like in some places they don't have a lot of space, so they might do this, but honestly, like, is it really that different to have like a skinny house versus just like a really small house is what I'm wondering, because yeah, a skinny house is one thing, and then like, oh, but it's so long that it's like, is it really saving that much space, you know what I mean? Yeah, I really don't think so. But anyway, I guess maybe these people just really wanted to live in a skinny long home so they can get a wide view of the park over there or whatever. I don't know. I can't come up with a reason why it would make sense to have a house this skinny and this long. Like, I could see like that long, but this long, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me being a bad designer. Maybe that's just me realizing there probably aren't many houses like this out there. But if you live in a house like this, or if you know somebody who does, please comment. I'd be super interested. I don't know anyone who lives in a house like this at all. In Canada, we kind of, to conserve space, instead of having like townhouses and stuff, we have really, really tall apartment buildings, or we have what are called fourplexes and duplexes, which I don't know if you guys have those in your countries, but they're like, basically they're like a house that's split into two different family living situations, or four different family living situations. Threeplexes exist too, but they're really rare because it's probably annoying to split something up into thirds like that. And yeah, I know so many people who've lived in those, but not very many people who have lived in like a townhouse, like I know are common in England. Oh my goodness, you could have like the most ostentatious rug. We're definitely going for more quaint. I almost wish I would have done modern because it's just so much faster to do. It's just like, yeah, plain, 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 and then a few accent things, and then you're good. Like, honestly, I don't know. I guess it's kind of a knack to do modern that easily. I know a lot of people like comment when they see my builds, like that it takes them forever to do any modern builds and like, how are you so good at it or whatever. The people commenting in real life, by the way, not on YouTube, but yeah, I don't really get it because for me modern is like super intuitive and traditional is a bit harder to get right because it's all based on a historical style, whereas with modern it's like, well, I just came up with it today, but you can't tell me it's not modern. As the very definition suggests. So, oh my goodness, why am I doing this to myself? I'm like, oh, let me test this wallpaper because that's gonna look nice, right? No, wrong. A nice hutch in here might be a good little touch. Let me see what we have. I know that there's like a cats and dogs one, which would definitely fit, but I don't know exactly if it'd work in this space is all. Like, I think it's quite big. I'm not sure if it's in here, actually. We could have a bowling trophy kit. I do like this one, but I don't know if there's any colors that we could go with. We could go with, I don't know, I'd like it if there was like a turquoise one, which would look like chalk painted or something. You know what, I'm gonna put a modern piece over here instead, and then I think that will kind of tie it together. I think that just like having some modern accents here and there might be what fixes the issue of perhaps getting too rustic. That being said, I can't seem to find anything that will work super well as a modern light. Maybe even that. Yeah, even this is like kind of nice where just have it on each wall like that. Definitely want a plant in here, so we'll get some hanging plants in here. We could get, that was definitely more of a porch type plant. I want to get that one for movie hangout stuff. Yes, there we go. I kind of like it to just hang in front of the light like that. Actually, I think putting it like right over the table might be nicer. Yeah, there we go. And then as for this area, I definitely gonna put in a nice long rug. Maybe the one from Seasons, or maybe the fitness stuff one. This one is pretty nice. Let's see what colors. I like that for sure. Yes, 100%. And then we can move on to the master bedroom, which, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty small one. It kind of has to be. So that's gonna be more of the modern bed. No side tables are not gonna fit, but we can have a dresser. I really wish I had tiny house stuff, like, or tiny living or whatever it's called now, because, yeah, that would be very helpful. Okay, so modern, this looks more just like IKEA. It's not like a modern. This is like modern, but it's not the right vibe, and I need something that's just one tall. I think it's gonna have to be this. We can just make it look maybe like it's a built-in cabinet type thing. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best bet. And then mirrors, definitely. We want some mirrors on this wall. Actually, I think that this might be better to do as the rustic style, is to go with that for the mirror. That can easily add a bit of rusticness without going overboard. And we definitely need something in this corner here just to tie it together. We could do a bit of a rustic looking clock. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, it's really boring, but I think that we could improve it very easily just by like a few extra details. We'll have a ceiling light. I like this one, definitely a little bit modern and a little bit rustic. We'll go with that. Okay, so it's a very dim bedroom. Maybe we could even put in like just a little hidden light somewhere so that it's a bit brighter. Like behind the bed we could put, oh, that's not gonna work. Just that panel there, that would probably work. Yeah, that definitely makes it just a tiny bit brighter and you can't really see it. I'm gonna put that maybe behind the clock as well. Or there could be like a few floor lights, that would work. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, just to have some floor lights. There we go. And then that's the bedroom. Now we need the bathroom. I'm thinking I've just bit off more than I can chew with this one, you guys. I might end up removing the third floor. I think it's okay. Okay, I'll do 2 floors. I cannot do 3. I'm just like sitting here and my back is going out a little bit and I'm just like, no. We're gonna do upstairs, we'll do a living room and we'll do a kid's room for sure. So I think that's basically gonna be my limit on this one though. But yeah, we'll finish the bathroom here. Oh, actually, you know what, guys? I want to try something. I don't know if this is actually playable. If it's not, please just change it on your own. Like, I don't playtest my builds usually because I normally know what works and what doesn't, but I like that a lot. Okay, I like this one. Let's do the wood kind of matching the floor. Perfect. Okay, so if that works, then awesome. If not, remove either the bath or the shower, whatever you prefer, or put in a set for whatever. Just like, I don't care, but if it works, like, I'd be super thrilled. Yeah, let's put in some toothbrushes. Let's put in some towels. I like the blue. Yeah, definitely the blue. And then let's get some hand towels of the same color. If I can. Yeah, these ones. Ooh, yeah. I love that. Okay, and then I want to put some art above the toilet, because who doesn't do that? I don't know. Let's put... We could have like a lovely print of some kind. It's not exactly matching, but I think it still works. That peacock one is fairly good, yes. And then let's put in a little bit of a rug so that you don't get water on the floor after your bath. And then I think that's pretty much good for the bathroom. And it even matches the towels. Dang. Okay, I'm really happy with the bathroom for once. I usually hate bathrooms. And then we're gonna go upstairs. Okay, so like I said, we need a living room, we need a kid's room, and we need a little area that makes sense to be open out to this patio. I think of all the things, the living room makes sense to be open to the patio. So we could have like a little landing with a study on it. This could probably end up being the kids' room. This whole area could be a study, and then this could be the living room. I think that's gonna be what'll work the best. So the kids' room is gonna be quite cramped, but it's still gonna be better than the house where the interior designer decided that he hated the child and gave her a bathroom for her bedroom. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, go check it out. It's probably one of my best. With this one, I admit I am a lot more chilled, and it's not because I actually want to be, it's literally just because I have a headache and I can't help myself, and I would rather be the hyper self I was in the other video, and believe me, I am trying, but it is hard when you are in pain. So I think this so yeah, anyway, I think this study area could have another brick accent. That works. Okay, yeah, we'll do the sliding door. The bugs can't get through there. Problem solved. And I kind of like the idea of having some windows that face where the other house is, just like especially in the study area where there's not enough light, and maybe even in the living room, just like that. Then they're not invading each other's privacy too much, but you still get a little bit more light in. So we're gonna put the study down first, because I think that'll have to be the smallest area of the house. It's definitely gonna be skinny, as the rest of the house is, I suppose. And oh my goodness, I didn't even think about the bookshelves blocking the windows I just placed. I guess I could lift them up or have shorter bookshelves. I like this. Oh, and then the window just like peeks through. Oh, but then I have to shrink it. That doesn't work. What about the Moschino one? You know what? This one is pretty good. And I think... Oh no, it has a back on it. Oh. Oh, I like that. Okay, it's a little bit like run down looking, but like I also like it because it looks like they maybe took this from when they didn't have as much money to this house. And I love that realism. I live for that realism in The Sims. I always, like, there are so many times I started a new Sims game and I was like, I'm just not feeling it. And you know why? It's because it's missing the lore from the other games that I played, where my Sims had families and they had different kinds of relationships with one another, and like their cousins would come to visit, and then it's like you start over and nobody has relationships with anybody. And it's just kind of sad. I wish... That's why I'm also kind of making my save file, is so that other people who are frustrated with playing in like kind of boring worlds, if you want to start off playing one of the households I made, you got a story. You can at least go visit your friends. You already have friends. You already have relatives. It's just, you can make the rest of their story happen however you want, but at least you know somebody. I just always find it kind of daunting to move into a new lot. I like that lamp. I never use it because it is quite childish, but since this is a child's room, I think we go for it. Let's put some toys in. 100% we gotta have some toys. I do like that. I want something... I think this kind of goes with the rest of the house more though. So we could have this in this corner. I love this toy chest. I always thought it was a costume chest for the longest time. It would be really cool if we could bring back costume chests, but I do like it. I like this bear too. I think the doll is just absolutely creepy. Don't even know. You can't convince me that that's a good looking toy. But we should put in an activity maybe, or we could put in a little desk. I'm inclined to go the desk route. It just looks better. Or a chair. I've accidentally clicked on comfort because apparently my headache is destroying me more than I thought. So let's put in a chair. Let's do it. They can have a nice little reading chair. They can read with their parents. The bookshelf is outside the room because it's so skinny. I'm just gonna say that, like, we're not gonna put one in here. We could have a little poof, actually. That would be nice. Yeah, let's have a colorful one. I like this. It looks like maybe like their grandma knitted it, or yeah, knitted it together for them. Oh, I love the idea of having this as the curtains. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this will be the curtains. They won't have any real curtains because I've decided, and they don't have any windows facing in on our room that their neighbors could spy, so it's probably okay. Oh, I like this, but I want a rustic couch. I just want rustic. Just give it to me. This turquoise color always looks good. Oh, yellow. I can't not get yellow. I love yellow, you guys. Yellow is like my first or second favorite color. My other first or second favorite color being pink. Okay, I think this is okay. And then we can have some side tables so that they can actually set things down. Let's have some more farm looking kind of ones. So let's do this, and let's get a radio in here somewhere. We could put it, yeah, let's put that one. Let's, yeah, there's no fireplace, so we'll do a rug. We'll do a nice rustic rug. What else do we need? Oh yeah, probably a living chair or two. Where they can hang out together. We could match them, but what's the fun in that? Let's do a little bit mismatch style. So the couch is small though, so we should go with small living chairs probably. Yeah, I like this. Let's just put bees on the balcony that is open to the living room. I'm sure that would go well. There's like this. We can put a potted plant and a bench or something. This is definitely like the rustic vibes, but maybe just a half one? I think that works to the point where it's not too obnoxious. Then I just need to put some lights and do up the outside a little bit, and then it is done basically. So this is what it's gonna kind of look like. It'll be the same on this one, except I don't know, I guess I can't mirror it, can I? Because then that would be a lot of work. Oh well, okay, so yeah, it's gonna be the same over there, and I'll show you guys what it's like when it's done. Alrighty guys, so this is the end of the build. This is what it looks like when it's all done. I hope that you like it. I mostly enjoyed building this until it became a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. But I did end up changing up the colors in this one a little bit. I'll show you guys the overall layout just like this and like that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content, and I hope to see you in another one. Goodbye!